There comes a moment in every human life when the noise of the world grows too loud. The distractions, the gossip, the endless scrolling, the shallow applause of people who do not truly care about you, all of it begins to suffocate you. Deep inside, a whisper begins to grow. You feel it when you wake up in the morning and see the same dull routine. You feel it when you catch your reflection and realize you are still the same person you were years ago. Tired, limited, ordinary. The whisper asks, what if I disappeared? What if I walked away from the life that no longer serves me? What if I erased the weak, average version of myself and returned as someone unrecognizable, someone powerful, someone wealthy, someone untouchable? This is not weakness. This is not escape. This is not running away. This is transformation. To disappear is to withdraw from the crowd so you can hear your own soul again. To disappear is to leave the stage so you can rebuild behind the curtain. To disappear is to stop performing for the approval of others and to start performing for the destiny that calls your name. Think of history's greatest figures. Each of them had a season of disappearance. Jesus vanished for years before his ministry began. Muhammad went into the silence of the cave. Buddha left his palace, abandoning his crown for the wilderness. Even modern giants did it. Steve Jobs disappeared after being expelled from Apple, only to return and transform it into the most valuable company in the world. Disappearance is not failure. Disappearance is incubation. The caterpillar disappears into a cocoon, and the world thinks it has died. But in that darkness, transformation happens. And when the butterfly finally emerges, it no longer resembles what it once was. This is the first law of transformation. Disappear before you transform. When you choose to disappear, you take yourself out of the noise, the gossip, the shallow circles of mediocrity. You walk away from the habits, the addictions, the identity that kept you trapped. And in that silence, in that solitude, in that invisible place, you begin the greatest work of your life. The world will not understand. They will think you failed. They will think you lost. They will think you gave up. But you know the truth. You are not gone. You are becoming. And when you return, they will not recognize you. When you disappear, you enter what I call the shadow years. This is the most critical, most painful, and most powerful phase of transformation. The shadow years are when the world forgets about you. And that is exactly what you want. Because while they forget you, you are building someone new. In the shadows, there is no applause, no likes, no validation, no spotlight. It is just you, your hunger, and your vision. And in the shadows, 3 great works must be done. First, you must kill the old self, the weak you, the addicted you, the lazy you, the talkative, distracted, average version of you. That person must die. Because as long as they live, the new you cannot be born. Killing the old self is painful. It feels like tearing off your own skin, but it is necessary. You must bury every weakness. Second, you must build the mind. Your mind is your weapon. In solitude, you sharpen it. You consume knowledge like oxygen. Books become your companions. Silence becomes your teacher. Discipline becomes your shield. You train your focus until it cuts through distraction like a blade. Third, you must train the body. The body is not just flesh. It is a statement. Power has a look. Discipline has a weight. When you re-emerge, you must carry yourself like someone who cannot be ignored. Your health, your presence, your energy, they must all declare who you have become. The shadow years are not glamorous. They are not fun. You will be lonely. You will feel forgotten. You will wonder if you are wasting your time. But these are the years that make you. The seed must be buried in the soil, unseen, forgotten, before it grows into a tree. The gold must be hidden in fire before it shines. The warrior must train in the dark before the battle. If you skip the shadows, you will never shine in the light. The shadow years are where you prepare. Prepare for wealth. Prepare for power. Prepare for the moment when you will return to the world as someone unrecognizable. Now, the fire begins. You have disappeared. You have buried the old self. Now, you rebuild. This is where transformation takes shape. Step 1. Reinvent identity. The old you was built by accident, by society, by family, by fear, by failure. The new you must be built by design. Write down who you want to become. Not what you want to do, but who you want to be. Rich, powerful, disciplined, magnetic, influential, identity first, results second. Step 2. Discipline as God. Discipline is the law of transformation, the ability to do what must be done, regardless of how you feel. Wake early, work relentlessly, train without excuses. Discipline is the bridge between who you were and who you will become. Step 3. The building of wealth. You cannot emerge powerful if you are broke. Wealth is not just about money. Wealth is freedom. Wealth is leverage. Wealth is walking into any room knowing no one can control you. In the shadows, you must build wealth silently. Learn business, learn investing, learn skills that print money, build income streams, stack relentlessly. Let the world think you are gone while you quietly build your empire. Step 4. The power of networks. Power is multiplied in networks. In your solitude, you seek out mentors, leaders, and those ahead of you. Not by begging, not by noise, but by offering value. Quietly, slowly, you build connections that will unlock doors when the time is right. Step 5. The aura of mystery. Do not reveal your progress. Do not show your struggle. Do not post every move. Mystery is magnetic. When you finally return, people must be shocked. They must whisper, "Where did this person come from? How did they change so much?" Mystery doubles your impact. The rebuilding of the self is not overnight. It is a grind. It is years of silent labor. But when the world sees you again, they will not believe you are the same person. PAR. And then comes the day of return. The day you step out of the shadows and into the world again. You do not explain. You do not announce. You do not justify where you've been. You simply arrive, richer, sharper, stronger, unrecognizable. When you reappear, you do not speak about what you've done. You let your results speak. You let your aura speak. You let your silence speak louder than noise. You walk into a room and people feel your presence before you say a word. The same people who once ignored you now turn their heads. The same ones who doubted you now whisper your name. This is not arrogance. This is not revenge. This is transformation fulfilled. But beware. When you return, you cannot return to the same people, the same habits, the same distractions. Protect your aura. Choose your circle carefully. Guard your wealth. Guard your power. You are not the same person anymore. You are someone the world cannot ignore. Understand this. Disappearing and re-emerging is not a one-time event. It is a cycle. The phoenix burns itself, turns to ash, and rises again stronger. That is your path. That is your story. You will disappear not once, but many times. Each disappearance will feel like death. Each shadow season will feel like exile. But every return will be greater than the last. Do not fear disappearing. Fear staying the same. Do not fear solitude. Fear wasting it. Do not fear being forgotten. Fear never being remembered. This is the secret of legends. They vanish. They rebuild. They return. And when they return, they carry the kind of wealth and power that no one can deny. So now, it is your turn. Stop performing for the crowd. Stop seeking applause from the average. Stop wasting your solitude. Disappear. Transformation. Return. Rich and powerful. And when you do, the world will never forget your name.